Right, good morning people. Can I get a thumbs up if you're in the feed this morning? And can you just let me know that the sound's all okay? I'm going to walk back here. You can hear me? Hi, good morning people. Oh, yep. Thumbs up if you're in the feed this morning. And can you just let me know that the sound's all okay? I'm going to walk back here. Ooh. More balls being sea buggers. Right. Okay. You're going to need your towel and your water bottle this morning as normal. You're also going to need a couple of dumbbells. You could use a couple of kettlebells if you haven't got that. So I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes. Go and grab those. This is medium size if you've got them, but don't worry too much. Just what you've got, put it in front of you. And we'll get started in 2 minutes. Just having a look, it's in the feed. Good morning, Court. To everyone else, Court is joining us this morning. Morning, Carmel. Morning, Tanya. Morning. Who have I got? I've got Kay, Emily, Janelle, Sally. Nearly got a full house this morning. Fantastic. Okay, hope you're all getting ready. Okay, we're going to get going. We've got a warm-up. Warm-up takes about 5 minutes. We've got 3 exercises, and we're going to work it like an EMOM. So remember, we've done this before. It's on the minute every minute. And we'll work through these 3 exercises, and whatever time we've got left within that minute, we will have a little rest. So we've got 5 rounds altogether, and obviously I'm working with you. Remember, there's progressions and regressions of everything, so let's just have some fun, and let's go and get going with our warm-up. So like I said, 5 minutes, 3 exercises. Let me go through it with you. Okay. So, first exercise, you're going to come down into a high plank position, and we're going to step through, and we're going to step through 4 times. So 1, try and bring that foot as close to the hand as possible. It's okay if it comes out to the side, that's fine. Okay, now you're going to come up to a standing position, and we're going to do our inchworm. So we're going to push our hips back. You're going to feel that stretch down the back of the hamstrings. You're going to walk the hands out. Push up if you can, or come down onto your knees into your push up. Bring yourself back up. Walk the hands back. Down again. Push up. Now bring yourself up into high plank. We'll do some mountain climbers. We'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Rest. We've got 5 seconds, and we're going to go back in and do those again. Okay. Back down into the high plank position. Step it through. 1, 2. Really open up those hips. 3 and 4. Bring yourself up into standing. Push the hips back. Feel that stretch down the back of the legs. Really push your bottom towards the wall or whatever's behind you. Walk out into high plank position. Either drop down to your knees or on your feet into your push-up. Back up into high plank. Walk it all the way back up. Okay. Back down. Okay. into your mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, back down into that high plank position, stepping it through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. Okay, bring yourself up into standing. Inchworm. 2, push it back into high plank, down onto your knees if you need to, push up, back up into high plank, all the way up. Okay, into your mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 20 seconds. Bring yourself back down to the mat. Okay, step it through. 1, 2, even pause there for a second. Really open those hips. Well done. Come up into standing. Push those hips back, walk it out. Into your push up. Walk hands back. Push the hips back. Walk it out. Push up. Walk it back. Okay. Back down into mountain climber. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be nice and light on your feet with the mountain climber as well. And try and get that knee into the chest. Another 20 seconds. We're going to do that once more. Okay, down into high plank, step it through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stand it up. Into your inchworm, send the hips back, walk it out, try and keep those legs as straight as possible. Into your push up, walk the hands back. Okay. Walk the hands out again into your mountain climber. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, take a rest. For you guys working outside, I hope you're as warm as I am. That sun is hot. Okay. So we're working with a strength piece this morning. We've got 2 trisets. Each triset contains 3 exercises and we're going to do 3 rounds. So I'm obviously going to work through them with you. So I'll introduce you to them as we do them, okay? So at the moment I just want you to have a drink of water and I want you to grab your dumbbells and get ready for the next bit. Okay, so I'll go through the 3 exercises quickly with you. So grab your dumbbells, medium size or something you're comfortable with. Okay, holding them both firmly in both hands, we've got a static lunge. So you're going to come down into your lunge position on the floor, making sure that my hip is directly stacked above my knee and my front knee is in a right angle, okay? I'm going to roll the shoulders back to make sure that the weights are sitting firmly by my side in what we call a farmer hold. And then I'm going to come up out of that into extension. And I'm going to come down again. I'm going to do 12 or 10 to 12 on each leg. Okay? Third exercise is what we call a Z press. My feet are going to go directly out in front of me. I'm going to try and make sure my torso stays in a really nice upright position. So I'm not slouching forward. I'm going to bring the dumbbells up into what we call a neutral position, and I'm going to push up over the head and down. Okay, with the Z press, we're doing 6 to 10 reps. So that's entirely up to you and depending on the weight that you've got. So you pick that rep range, that's absolutely fine. And the other exercise we're doing is what we call a beast hold row. So the weights are going to go down in front. I'm going to come bring myself, imagine I'm on all fours. I am on all fours, sorry. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knees off the ground, just about an inch or a couple of centimetres. And in this position, I'm going to grab the weight and I'm going to row. So quite challenging. We're looking to do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. Okay? Make sure with this one, we try and keep our hips nice and level. So I'm going to get the timer going. Like I said, 3 rounds. And I'll let you know on the rep range we go through. You pick what's good for you. Okay, so first one is your static lunge. I'm going each side, 10 to 12 reps. So I'm going to come down into my static lunge. And I'm going to come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to swap it over onto the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, it's 10 to 12 reps. I'm going to start with 10 for the first round to see how I feel and also to see how much time I've got left on the clock. And I'm going to come into my Z press. So seated position on the floor, legs straight out in front. If that's not comfortable, you can put them in a more bent position. Dumbbells up onto the shoulders, pushing up, making sure that they're finishing above my head. So 6 to 10 reps on that one. Like I said, it depends on the weight of your dumbbells or how much of a challenge you want today. Okay, now a little spicy one. So we're going to come into that beast hold. So you're on all fours to start with, and all you're doing is just going to bring your knees off the ground, make sure your back stays nice and flat, and we're going to row. So again, I'm going to pick 10 instead of 12 on my first round. See how I feel. Try and bring the dumbbell into your side pocket and the elbows go into the back of the room. Okay. Rest out of that one if you've completed all 3. We've got 40 seconds on the clock, which is actually just about what I'm looking for in terms of rest in between the sets. If you've completed, grab a drink, take a breath. Got 15 seconds, and we're going to go back in. So remember, we're going into our lunge. So grab the weights off the floor, roll the shoulders back, make sure that the dumbbells are down by the side, and we're going to 10 to 12 each side. If your knee can't come down that far, that's okay. And on to the other side if you've completed. Okay, out of your lunge. Once you've done your 10 to 12 reps each side, into your Z press. Like I said, make sure that torso is nice and upright and the dumbbells finish up above your head, not out in front. 6 to 10 on this one. Okay, now I'm going to come into my beast hold. So I'm starting off on those all fours, hands directly stacked underneath my shoulders, feet in line with my hips, bring those knees off the ground, and I'm rowing. Ten to 12 each side. It's quite a challenging movement, so you could do less if you're finding it too much, or if you find you can't use the dumbbell, if you want to hold the beast hold, that's absolutely fine. Okay, once you've done those, give yourself a rest. I'm going to come and check my feed. Don't worry, call for starting too soon, those extra reps will be good for you. Okay, we've got 20 seconds on the clock. Take it as a rest. Another beautiful day in Coffs Harbour. Okay, I'm going to go back into our third round, okay? So this time, when I say 10 to 12 reps, let's try and go for the 12. So into my static lunge. And then on to the other side. Okay. Once you've done your lunges, give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Last one of those today. Into your Z press. Like I said, try and have your legs straight out in front. However, if that's too intense, bring the feet in closer. Okay, 6 to 10 reps. Once you've done those ones, take a breath. Carefully move yourself into your beast hold. So like I said, for you guys who are struggling with the row element of this, you can just bring the knees off the floor and hold that position. Make sure your back stays nice and flat, and that in itself can be challenging. For you guys that can, bring yourself off the ground, and we're going to row into that back pocket. 10 reps. On to the other side. Ooh, that is challenging. Well done for you guys who have done the hold with the rows. Okay, for you guys that are still doing your reps, you've got another 20 seconds. So just get those reps finished up. Okay, right, take a rest for all of you. And while you guys are taking a rest, I'm going to work through the 3 exercises with you, okay? So, using both dumbbells, we've got a straight leg deadlift. We're working with tempo. We were a 4-second tempo on the way down. So, my feet will be directly underneath my hips. I'm just demonstrating in the moment so you guys can be resting underneath my hips. I'm going to set my shoulders back to maintain some tension through my upper back. It means that I'm not flopping and rounding forward. And I'm thinking about a wall behind me. I'm pushing some to the side. I'm pushing my hips back, okay? And I'm utilising my legs. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. I'm going to come all the way down as far as my hamstrings will permit me. And then back up and squeeze my glutes. So it's 4 seconds on the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up, okay? So that's your dumbbell straight leg deadlift. You can now then put the weights down. That's the only movement with weights. We've got a Superman. So for Superman, you're going to come down onto your front. And what we're aiming to do is get the arms and the legs off the ground using your glutes and your lower back. What we're going to do is a 2-second hold at the top, okay? So I'm putting my facing down towards the floor to make sure my neck is in neutral position, and then squeezing my glutes and bringing my arms off and legs off the ground, okay? I'm going to hold for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to drop it down again. Up, and then back down. Okay, it's 10 reps of that one. The opposite side than my Superman, or the opposite position, is my hollow hold. With the hollow hold, make sure your back is firmly planted into the floor, okay? If you find that your back starts to arch with your legs are off the ground, bring your legs a little bit higher, okay? So what we're aiming to do, I'm going to start off a pencil, so with my arms extended above my head and my legs extended out in front. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to engage with the top part of my abdominals into a crunch position. That's going to bring my shoulder blades and my arms off the floor, and I then bring my legs off the floor. If that's too intense, you can bring the legs a little bit higher, or bring the knees in, or bring the hands above the chest. But just the important thing is really make sure that back is nice and jammed into the floor and there's no arch there, okay? So really try to engage through the midline to make sure that we eliminate that arch, okay? Hope everybody's with me. We're going to start. Let me double check my feet again. Are we all there? Cool. Beast row hurts. It does hurt. A lot. Okay, fantastic. Let's do this. So, again, we're working about 3 minutes per round. So take your time. There is plenty of time to complete these. We're going to go into our straight leg deadlift. So, remember, 4 seconds on the way down. Nice and slow. All the way down. And then back up again, squeeze. Okay, so I'm going to do 10. Make sure you keep your back in check and you're not slumping forward. Only go as far as your hamstrings if you're tight. You might only come to your knees, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure the slower the better on the way down. Oh, I have no idea how many I've done. Anyone else trouble counting their 4 seconds on the way down? And then knowing where they're at. I'm going to do 2 more. You might find your hamstrings get a little bit looser the more of these you do. Okay. I'm going to come into my Supermans. So down to my front. Remember, we're looking for that hold at the top. So arms extended. My neck is in a neutral position. And I'm coming off the ground. Hold for a few seconds. Back down. Okay, when you've done your Supermans, bring yourself over. We're going to go into a hollow hold. Now, ideally you want to hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds. So keeping your Mississippi's in your head. Remember having that back nicely jammed into the floor. Shoulder blades off the ground. Arms, my biceps are by my ears. My feet are extended out in front off the ground as well. Like I said, bring the feet higher if you feel like you can't maintain that arch. But ideally for a hollow hold, your feet are only a few inches off the ground. Okay, that's my hollow hold done. Right, you've got 20 seconds rest. And then we're going to go into another round. So 10 reps on the slow tempo deadlift, or 8 to 10 reps depending how much rest you're getting. 10 reps on the Superman with a 2-second hold at the top. And 20 to 30 seconds on the hollow hold. Okay. Let's get ready for your second round. Okay, grab those weights off the floor. Back into that tempo deadlift. Roll those shoulders back, push those hips back. Try and keep those dumbbells as close to the body as you can. Nice and slow on the way down though. Okay, once you've done your 10 or 8 to 10 of those, you're going to go into your Superman. Like I said with this one, have that little 2-second hold at the top. Really squeeze those glutes and utilise your lower back muscles to pull yourself off the ground. And then you'll flip yourself over into that hollow hold position. Like I said, we can go for 20 to 30 seconds. Make sure you're really squeezing your abdominals. You should, when done correctly, be shaking like a leaf. Okay, I'm going for another 10 seconds. Keep that back firmly planted. Okay, bring yourself out of that one. If you're up with me, we've got 30 seconds. Other guys just finished up, and we've got one more round. And then a little cheeky little finisher. Okay, we've got 10 seconds, and we're going to go for the final round. Okay, grab your dumbbells. Let's do this. Remember, nice and slow on the way down. Come up, squeeze your glutes to the top, push those hips back. Nice and slow. Okay, once you've done your 10 reps, you can put your dumbbells to the side. You don't need those again. Carefully bring yourself down onto the mat. And we're going into our Superman. Don't worry, if you're still finishing your reps on your deadlifts. 2 seconds at the top. And bring yourself out of your Superman if you've completed your 10 reps. And we're going for our final hold, hollow hold. I'm going to bring my timer down because I've got a minute on the clock. And I'm going to try and hold until the end. So I'm going to put my back nice and flat into the floor, my shoulder blades off the ground, my feet are extended, my toes are pointed. I'm also using my quads to lock my legs. And I'm going to hold. I've got 45 seconds on the clock. Let's see what we can do. "28 seconds, keep holding. "10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, take a rest. Emily. Oh. Okay, take a rest, take some water on board. We've got a finisher coming up, okay? Finish is going to be 4 minutes. 8 rounds of 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. 2 exercises. Four rounds of each exercise. Now, if you can't do the plyometric or the jumping element of this, don't. So that's you, Sally. I don't want you to hurt your foot any more than it already is. So go back to a static version that we were doing earlier, okay? And alternate legs between rounds. So 2 exercises we're going to be working with across these 4 minutes is a jump lunge or a plyometric lunge. You want to start in the bottom of it and we're going to switch, okay? Use the arms. Okay, so that's your jump lunge. Try and get a little bit off the ground. If you can't do that, you could step it out. It's absolutely fine. Or we could just work at a static position and I would do my right leg first for the first 20 seconds, second 20 seconds, left leg and so on throughout, just as my alternative to it. The second exercise is back to that beast hold that you all really enjoyed in the first tricep. So with this one, I'm just going to bring my knees off the ground. I'm just going to hold the position for 20 seconds. Try and look down at your knees, make sure that they're only a few inches or a few centimetres off the ground, and then my hands are directly stacked underneath my shoulders. That will be a little bit spicy even for 20 seconds, especially after the holds. So we've got 4 minutes on the clock. We're going to start with those jump lunges. I hope you're all feeling ready for your finisher. We're going in 10 seconds. Okay, let's do this. So 20 seconds. Oh, That's going to be good. Okay, take 10 seconds rest. Bring yourself down onto all fours. Okay, bring those knees off the ground and we're going to hold 20 seconds. You got this? Ooh. Anyone else's quads on fire? 3, 2, okay. 10 seconds rest, bring yourself back up, second round. Back into those jump lunges. Okay, take your 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Back up into that beast hold. Oh, this is nasty on the quads. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're halfway. As I said, you can step out the lunges, that's absolutely fine. If you've got it in you, go for a jump. Ooh. I'm slowing up myself. Whew. Okay, again, nice deep breath in and carefully bring those knees off the mat. Bear with it, only got a little bit of work left. Six seconds. Okay, one more set of lunges. Who's got drunk legs? I've got drunk legs. Okay, let's do this. Last ones. Ooh. Okay, one more beat hold. Let's do this. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I hope all your quads feel as disgusting as mine. Well done, guys. That was awesome. If you've got any questions or any comments, nothing abusive, please pop them in the comments box for me. Oh. No, Sally. Oh, huffing and puffing. Fab, guys. I hope you all really enjoyed that. That was fun. I'm going to have a bit of stretch out, give you guys opportunity to have a little cool down. Like I said, if you've got any comments, thanks, Court. Seriously, drunk legs, I know. I feel like mine have had half a bottle of vodka. Okay, I'm going to attempt to stretch out my legs. Okay, so feet just directly out in front of me. I'm going to have a little lean forward just to feel that stretch in the back of the legs. If I can, I'm going to reach forward and pull in on my toes just to try and increase the stretch a little bit. Thank you, Kay. I'll speak to you in a minute. Thank you, Sally, for showing up. Awesome as always. I'm assuming everybody else is still just rolling around on the mat. Okay, now I'm going to try and attempt to stretch out my quads. I'm going to come into a kneeling position. I'm going to try and have my heels just outside of my bottom so I can sit myself down kind of in between, and I'm going to slowly walk my hands back to the intensity that I can actually cope with. I'm just going to hang out here for about another 30 seconds. Okay, my final stretch is what we call a twisted cross. One of my favourites at the moment, that's why we're doing it all the time. Down onto your front. And pop your hands out to the side. So either left or right hand extended, it's entirely up to you. The other hand, you're going to pop down by the chest, side of the chest, and you're going to use that hand to push yourself over and bring your leg over the top. If you feel, you should feel a bit of a stretch through the shoulder and through the chest. If it's not intense enough, just bring your hand up to more of a sort of 45 degree angle. We're going to hang out for about 30 seconds on each side. Okay, carefully bring yourself out of that one and back onto the other side. Again, play around with the angle of your arm. The higher up you bring it, the more intense you'll find it. Another 10 seconds. Okay, carefully bring yourself out of that one. Thank you very much, guys. That was absolutely awesome. If you've got any questions or comments, put them in the box down below, or you can always private message me. Have a fantastic Friday, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you all get to enjoy some of the new rules that have been released over this weekend, and you've got an opportunity to go and have a cup of tea or go and have dinner at a friend's house. That's going to be pretty awesome for a lot of people. So yeah, have a great time. If you need me, give me a shout. Love you all, and thank you very much.